girl can cook. She got the recipe. She got what you need. That girl can cook. That black girl magic. I gotta have it.
Hey y'all, and welcome back to my channel. And today guys, I am going to show you how to make your steak perfect every single time with this reverse seared ribeye. Okay, so look, go ahead and grab your ingredients, subscribe to my channel, and let's get started. Okay, so before we get into the meats, first let's make up our chimichurri sauce. So what you're gonna need here is a half cup of finely chopped fresh parsley. Okay, not cilantro, but parsley, and this is the flat leaf kind. I'm gonna add in a half of a shallot that has been finely diced, which is optional, but I like to taste the shallot, so I put it in there. Add in a half teaspoon of crushed red pepper, a half teaspoon of dried oregano, you can use fresh, a half teaspoon of smoked paprika, which is also optional, 2 tablespoons of red wine vinegar. Yep, gotta come in for the second one, of course. And we're gonna use half to 1 cup of good quality extra olive oil. Extra virgin olive oil. And don't forget to season it with salt and pepper, y'all. And that is it. If you never had chimichurri, you should definitely try it out. It's really more popular in Brazilian type steakhouses, okay? But try it out. All right, so now let's get into the meat. So I have 1 boneless ribeye steak here that is patted dry. You guys, you want to have a dry steak, okay? And here we're just gonna season it up real lightly. I'm adding in a half teaspoon of olive oil. I'm also adding in, and don't shoot the messenger, a capful of Dale seasoning. It's optional, but y'all know it's good. Come on now, just a little bit, it's good. All right, so we're gonna massage that into our steak. This is a really good cut of steak. I wish it was a little bit thicker for what I'm trying to do today, but that's okay. This was the best one they had, so that's the one I got. All right, look at all that good fat on there. But anyway, massage it in. And in this little cup, I have a half teaspoon of coarse salt, a 1/4 teaspoon of black pepper, as well as some garlic powder, okay? And we're gonna season this generously. I said garlic powder, I meant onion powder, my bad. Season this generously, okay? Because guess what? This steak can take a good tough beating, and it needs some seasoning, some good seasoning. So make sure you get all of those seasonings coated all over it, all on the sides. Don't be afraid to get in there. Don't be shy. Add some more, okay? Put it in there. Get it all over the steak. Make it look nice and pretty, just like that. And I'm just gonna sit this to the side, and you know, we're gonna do our thing with it. But first, I forgot, we are reverse searing this. So we do need to put a probe into this steak to monitor our temperature. Why are we doing this? Let me tell you why. I'm so glad you asked. When you reverse sear steak, this is the method where you bake the steak first and then you sear it later, okay? So we're gonna cook it to the internal temp that we want it to be, and then we're gonna sear it. That's why it's called reverse sear, because you do it backwards. And this is my beautiful NUWAVE oven that I just received from NUWAVE. Thank y'all, I love it so much. And it comes with the probe. So I already put that in. I'm gonna plug it into the socket that's available right here on the side. I set it to 220 degrees at 700 watts. And I'm gonna place my steak right in the center of this rack. So this is very similar to a regular oven, but it air fries, it grills, and it sears, okay? And you guys can get $25 off of your NUWAVE oven if you decide to buy one. I do have the code down in my description box. But let's just say you don't have a NUWAVE oven. That is totally okay. You can use a regular oven, all right? Let's also say that you don't have a thermometer or a probe. You can still use your regular oven, okay? But having a temperature or a thermometer is gonna definitely help. Now for my people that do have a NUWAVE, you wanna cook this steak for as long as needed until it reaches your desired temperature. Here are the temperatures. I have them written out for you, okay? This is for the oven, and as well as if you're using this NUWAVE, okay? So again, you can still reverse sear without a probe / thermometer, but it is very, very, very helpful, okay? So look, the current temp of my steak is about 125 degrees Fahrenheit. I'm gonna remove that and set it aside while I get my skillet popping hot, okay? Piping hot. So I'm over medium heat here. As you can see, my skillet has already warmed up before I added my oil in. And I'm using avocado oil. I have a tablespoon of that. I like to use it because it has a higher smoke point and I don't want to smoke out my house today. So once you get that hot and ready to go ahead and add that ugly looking steak. Y'all, this is another reason why we have to sear it, okay, after the fact. Because look at that. You put that on my table, I'm gonna be looking crazy, okay? We gotta sear it to lock in some flavor and as well to give it some beautiful color. So I seared it on the first side for about 2 to 3 minutes. This steak is not really thick, okay? It's not very thick. So remember, the longer you sear it, especially if your steak is thin, which the cooking time may be adjusted, as long as you sear it, it will cook through. So be careful with that. But here I'm adding in a tablespoon of butter. I got some garlic. I got some rosemary. And I like to run my rosemary in that butter just to flavor it a little bit. And then I put it on top of the steak. And then I butter baste it. Because why not? Why not? I mean, come on. Everybody loves a good butter basted steak. All right. We're not grilling it, so we got to give it some flavor, right? So I'm going to sear all sides, both sides, for 2 to 3 minutes. And then I seared that side of fat over there for about a minute. And y'all, I'm telling y'all, that's it. That's all. All you have to do now is just set it to the side and let it rest. And look what I decided to pair with it. I just wanted to test this out just to see if it was going to work, right? So I made up some little mashed potatoes or whatnot. And y'all have that recipe on another video. I added some bacon, cheese, and sour cream to it. And I baked it in my NUWAVE oven just to see what would happen. And look at that. It turned out delicious. So I might have to do a recipe on that. Okay? Thank you, NUWAVE. I appreciate you. It's going very well so far. Okay? But anyway, y'all, back to the steak. I let it rest. You don't really have to let it rest because the steak ain't tired. It's good. We already cooked it for the most part. So you don't have to let it rest as much. But I did because I was working on other things. But y'all, that's what it looks like. And it's time to plate it up. There you have it, guys. Look at that. That beautiful, perfectly medium cooked steak. Oh my gosh. Y'all, the final temperature was about 142 degrees Fahrenheit after I probed it again. And y'all, I'm telling you, this is perfect for me. Because I like it pink and soft, but warm, hot, and nothing running. I don't want to see blood on my plate, okay? Or hemoglobin for that matter. Okay. But look, y'all. Here I am. So I want to test it for y'all. So go ahead and check it out. So here we go. Got this, my chimichurri. Look at that steak. Oh my goodness. I was eating off this piece right here. This is the center. Let's go for it. And I think that'll do it, y'all. That is it. So look, as always, I want to thank you guys for watching. Thank you for tuning into my channel. And if you try this recipe out, let me know down in the comments. And I will see y'all next time in the next video. Bye.